Hey, everyone, welcome to today's episode. I'm Sarah, and as always, I'm here with my co-host, James.
Hello, everyone. We're so excited to dive into a topic that can truly transform your life. The power of positivity and how shifting your mindset can open up doors to success.
That's right, James. I think it's safe to say that our mindset has a huge impact on how we navigate life. But before we get into how to shift to a more positive mindset, let's talk about why positivity matters so much.
Absolutely, Sarah. Positivity isn't just about being happy or optimistic all the time. It's about focusing on solutions instead of problems, seeing challenges as opportunities, and maintaining hope even when things get tough.
Exactly. Studies have shown that a positive mindset not only improves mental health, but also enhances physical health, relationships, and even career success. It's a ripple effect. When your thoughts are more constructive, your actions naturally follow.
And that brings us to an important point. Positivity is a skill you can develop. It's not something you either have or don't have. With the right techniques, anyone can train their brain to think more positively.
So true, and one of the best ways to start is by practicing gratitude. Taking a few moments every day to focus on what you're thankful for can shift your mindset almost instantly. It's like rewiring your brain to notice the good things in life.
That's such a powerful habit. Another technique is reframing negative thoughts. Instead of saying, "I'm terrible at this," try saying, "I'm still learning. And every mistake is helping me improve." It takes practice, but it really works.
Absolutely, James. And let's not forget the importance of surrounding yourself with positive influences. The people you spend time with and the content you consume can greatly impact your mindset. Choose friends, mentors, and media that lift you up instead of dragging you down.
That's such great advice, Sarah. I'd also add that self-care plays a huge role in maintaining a positive mindset. When you take care of your physical and emotional needs, it's so much easier to approach life with positivity and resilience.
Couldn't agree more. And lastly, remember to be kind to yourself. Positivity isn't about ignoring reality or forcing happiness. It's about finding balance and treating yourself with compassion, no matter what challenges you face.
That's a perfect way to sum it up, Sarah. Positivity is a journey, not a destination. It's about making small, consistent choices every day to focus on the good and grow through the challenges.
Exactly, James. And I think another key part of this journey is learning to embrace failure. So many people view setbacks as roadblocks, but in reality, they're stepping stones. Every failure teaches you something, and each lesson moves you closer to success.
Absolutely. I always say, failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of it. The important thing is to reflect on what went wrong, learn from it, and try again with a better approach.
That's such a valuable perspective, James. And speaking of learning, let's talk about the role of curiosity in cultivating a positive mindset. When you stay curious, you're more open to new experiences and ideas. It's easier to see challenges as opportunities for growth instead of obstacles.
Totally. Curiosity keeps you engaged and makes life feel more dynamic. And it's not just about big, life-changing moments. It's also about finding joy in small, everyday things, like trying a new hobby, exploring a different perspective, or simply asking more questions.
That ties into something else I think is important: mindfulness. Being present in the moment can really help you break out of negative thought patterns. Instead of worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, mindfulness helps you focus on what you can control right now.
Exactly. And mindfulness doesn't have to be complicated. It could be as simple as taking a few deep breaths, going for a walk without distractions, or even journaling your thoughts to clear your mind.
Yes, and journaling is another powerful tool for positivity. Writing down your thoughts can help you identify patterns, release negativity, and even set intentions for the kind of mindset you want to cultivate.
That's such a great point. It's like giving your brain a reset. And while we're on the topic of tools, visualization is another technique I swear by. When you imagine yourself succeeding, it builds confidence and reinforces positive thinking.
Oh, I love visualization. It's amazing how picturing your goals can make them feel more achievable. It's like giving your mind a roadmap to follow, and it makes you more aware of opportunities that align with your vision.
Exactly. And when you combine that with action, you create a powerful cycle. You start to see progress, which reinforces your positivity. which then fuels even more action.
It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy in the best way possible. Positivity isn't just a mindset, it's a way of approaching life that opens up so many possibilities.
Absolutely, Sarah. And something I've noticed is how important community can be in maintaining that positivity and mindset. Surrounding yourself with supportive, like-minded people can make all the difference. It's so much harder to stay motivated when you're doing it all on your own.
That's so true, James. The people around you can either lift you up or drag you down, so it's crucial to choose your circle wisely. Even just having one or two people who believe in you and cheer you on can have a massive impact.
Exactly. And it works both ways. Being a positive influence for someone else can also help you grow. Encouraging others and celebrating their wins as a way of boosting your own energy and mindset.
That's such a good point. I feel like we don't talk enough about the power of collaboration and shared success. When we stop seeing life as a competition and focus more on helping each other, everyone benefits.
Completely agree. And collaboration teaches you so much. You gain new perspectives, learn from others' experiences, and often discover things about yourself that you wouldn't have noticed otherwise.
Speaking of self-discovery, that reminds me reflection is another underrated tool. Taking time to pause and really think about what's working, what isn't, and what you want to improve can bring so much clarity.
Absolutely. Self-reflection helps you stay aligned with your goals and values. It's like recalibrating your inner compass so you don't get lost in the noise of daily life.
Exactly, and once you have that clarity, it becomes so much easier to focus your energy on what truly matters, instead of wasting time on things that don't serve you.
That's such a good reminder. It's all about being intentional with your time, your energy, and even your thoughts. When you make a habit of that, positivity becomes second nature.
And that's where the real magic happens, isn't it? When you stop forcing positivity and instead let it flow naturally because you've built a solid foundation for it in your life.
Exactly, Sarah. It's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about acknowledging the challenges, learning from them, and choosing to move forward with hope and resilience.
And that resilience, James, is such a game changer. It's what keeps you going when things get tough, and it builds over time, especially when you face challenges head-on instead of avoiding them.
So true, Sarah. Resilience is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Every setback is an opportunity to grow, even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment.
Exactly. I think it also ties back to the idea of self-compassion. Being kind to yourself when you stumble is so important. Nobody's perfect, and sometimes we're our own worst critics.
That's such a good point. It's easy to get caught up in negative self-talk, but if you can shift that to something more constructive, it changes everything. Treat yourself like you would a good friend.
Yes, and another thing is celebrating the small victories. We tend to overlook them, but they're what keep us moving forward. Every step, no matter how small, is progress.
Absolutely. And those small wins add up over time. They build confidence and remind you of what you are capable of. It's all part of the journey.
And speaking of the journey, I think it's also about embracing the process. Sometimes we get so focused on the end goal that we forget to appreciate the steps along the way.
That's such a great reminder, Sarah. The process is where the real growth happens. The challenges, the lessons, the little moments of joy, they're what make the destination so meaningful.
Exactly, and when you focus on that, you're more likely to stay consistent and motivated because it doesn't feel like a chore. It becomes something you genuinely enjoy.
And that's the sweet spot, isn't it? When you enjoy what you're doing, it stops feeling like work and starts feeling like purpose. That's where the real magic happens.
So true, James. It's all about finding that balance between effort and enjoyment and making sure you're staying true to yourself throughout it all.
And when you do that, everything else just seems to fall into place, doesn't it?
And you know, James, something else that really stands out to me is how important it is to surround yourself with the right kind of people. When you have a supportive community, whether it's friends, family, or colleagues, they can really uplift you during those tougher moments.
Oh, absolutely. The people around you can either push you forward or hold you back. Being intentional about who you spend time with makes such a difference. Positive energy is contagious, and so is negativity.
That's so true. And it's not just about them supporting you, it's also about you supporting them. Building those reciprocal relationships strengthens the bond and keeps everyone motivated.
Definitely. When you give encouragement, it also reinforces your own mindset. It's like a feedback loop. You're helping others, and in doing so, you remind yourself of the value of persistence and positivity.
I love that idea, James, and I think it also ties into the concept of learning from others. Everyone has their own unique experiences and perspectives, and if you stay open, you can gain so much from listening to their stories.
Yes, and it's amazing how those shared experiences can resonate with you and give you insights you might not have considered before. It's like finding hidden gems of wisdom in unexpected places.
Exactly, and you can apply that to so many areas, whether it's personal growth, work, or even hobbies. Staying open and curious is such a powerful mindset.
Curiosity is key. When you approach life with curiosity instead of fear, it opens up so many doors. You stop seeing challenges as obstacles and start seeing them as opportunities to learn.
And that mindset shift makes all the difference. When you focus on growth instead of failure, you become so much more resilient and adaptable. It's a game changer.
Totally agree, Sarah. And that adaptability, in turn, sets you up to handle whatever comes your way. It's like a ripple effect. Each positive habit builds on the next.
Absolutely, it's all connected, isn't it? Every little effort we make, every perspective we shift, it all adds up to something so much bigger over time.
And speaking of how it all connects, Sarah, I think one of the most underrated aspects of growth is patience. People often expect instant results, especially when they're putting in effort. But real progress takes time. It's a slow build, like planting a seed and waiting for it to grow.
That's a great point, James. Patience is such a vital part of any journey, and it's not just about waiting. It's about actively trusting the process while continuing to put in the work. It's like knowing that every small step is moving you closer to where you want to be, even if it doesn't feel like it right away.
Exactly. And patience often goes hand in hand with self-compassion. Being kind to yourself when things aren't moving as quickly as you'd like is so important. It's easy to get frustrated and start doubting yourself, but that's when you need to remind yourself of how far you've already come.
Yes, reflecting on progress is a great motivator. Sometimes, when you look back, you realize how much you've actually achieved, even if it felt slow in the moment. It's all about perspective.
Absolutely. And that's where mindfulness can help. To being present and fully appreciating the journey instead of constantly worrying about the destination. When you focus on the here and now, you not only enjoy the process more, but you also perform better because your mind isn't clouded with doubt.
So true, James. Mindfulness really shifts your perspective. Instead of thinking, I have so far to go, you start thinking, I'm exactly where I need to be right now. That mindset makes such a difference in how you approach your goals.
And it helps you stay grounded. When you stop comparing your progress to others or to some ideal timeline, you can focus entirely on your unique path. That sense of clarity can be so empowering.
Yes, and it also helps you stay authentic to yourself. You're not chasing someone else's version of success. You're creating your own. That authenticity brings so much more meaning to everything you do.
Couldn't agree more. And when your efforts align with who you truly are, the process feels so much more fulfilling. It's not just about achieving something, it's about becoming the best version of yourself along the way.
That's beautifully said, James, and it reminds me of how important it is to celebrate those moments of growth, no matter how small. Recognizing your own evolution is such a rewarding part of the journey.
Absolutely, Sarah. Growth isn't just about the big milestones, it's in every small victory, every lesson learned, and every moment of resilience. Those are the things that truly shape us. And Sarah, something else that comes to mind is the power of adaptability. While patience is key, being flexible with your methods or approach is just as important. Sometimes what worked for you initially might need tweaking as you grow or face new challenges.
That's so true, James. Sticking to a rigid plan can actually hold you back if circumstances change. Being open to trying new strategies or adjusting your path doesn't mean you're abandoning your goals. It means you're finding better ways to reach them.
Exactly. And that flexibility often leads to unexpected opportunities. You might discover a new method, tool, or even passion along the way that completely enhances your journey.
Yes, I think that's where curiosity comes in. Staying curious keeps you open to learning and growing in ways you might not have anticipated. It's like reminding yourself that there's always something new to explore or a different angle to consider.
Curiosity is such a powerful driver, isn't it? It keeps the process exciting too. When you're genuinely interested in what you're doing, it stops feeling like a chore and starts feeling like an adventure.
Definitely. And speaking of curiosity, it's also what keeps you resilient. When things get tough, instead of giving up, you can ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or how can I grow through this challenge? It shifts your mindset from frustration to problem solving.
That's such a great mindset shift. It's amazing how much progress you can make when you view setbacks as opportunities to learn rather than as failures. And honestly, some of the biggest breakthroughs happen during those tough moments.
They really do. Challenges force us to think differently and dig deeper. And when you come out the other side, you realize you're stronger and more capable than you thought.
It's a reminder that growth isn't always comfortable, but it's always worth it. Those moments of discomfort or struggle are often where the most meaningful changes happen.
Exactly. And when you pair that growth with consistent effort, curiosity, and adaptability, there's no limit to what you can achieve. It's all about staying committed to the process and being kind to yourself along the way.
Absolutely, Sarah. It's the combination of all those things that creates lasting progress and fulfillment.
Couldn't agree more, James. So to everyone listening, remember, stay consistent, be adaptable, and keep that curiosity alive. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a step closer to your goals.
And don't forget to celebrate the progress you've made, even if it feels minor. Growth is a journey, not a race.
Thanks for joining us today. We hope this conversation inspires you to keep pushing forward, no matter where you are in your journey.
Take care, everyone, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Keep striving, keep learning, and stay curious.
Bye for now.